So let's talk about your vision. What inspired that decision to gift the future of your very successful consulting firm to a university?
Again, this Yiddish expression, der Mensch sprach und Gott lag. It wasn't my plan. All
Oh,
right. There was a bigger plan in God's mind for me to do something meaningful, and I really leaned into that. I did entertain conversations to sell it. I mean, it was, like you said, it was successful. But there were really three or four things that happened that made that not the right solution. Number one is that most of the firms that I was speaking with wanted 2 or 3 years
fair.
of my time, and God doesn't give us forever. He promises us, time, but never a defined amount. And so I did not want to go back to the life I had prior to the 15 years of the firm with a consulting firm. I appreciate all the time and all the investments. I got paid well for that, but I didn't want that to potentially be the last 3 years of my life, which it could be. It's no one's promise. So that was clear. They really wanted me more than they wanted the firm, which was the second thing, because mostly what they wanted to do was to put me back on the larger, more complex institutions and projects. They weren't interested in servicing the sector, which our firm had nurtured and developed over a 15-year period, which was, smaller private, not-for-profit colleges. As a result of that, they also wanted to almost triple my billing rate, which would have essentially taken me out of the ability to serve. So, and I went through that dance a couple of times because, from a due diligence standpoint, I thought it was prudent to do so. I have an annual retreat where I go into the woods for a couple of weeks. Some people call it hunting season. I call it a retreat. I enjoy my time in the woods, but it's not about just hunting. It's about more. And when I get to my final resting place, which is in the woods, at the beginning of the time, I get down and I thank God for the year I was given. And then for the 2 weeks in the woods, I think and pray and meditate around what's next. And on the last day, as close to sunset as possible, I get down on my knees and I say, if you're done with me, I'm already here. Save everybody a trip. And it became clear to me he wasn't done with me, and that part of the vision that he was giving me was to say, this needs to exist somewhere.